Hey everyone! Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let me know your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from you. Now, this is a story about betrayal, heartbreak, and what happens when the person you trust most turns out to be someone else entirely. I'll never forget the day it happened. I was sitting at my desk late one evening, reviewing some documents for work, when I heard her voice through the half-open bedroom door. At first it was muffled, just a faint sound of laughter, light and easy, the kind I hadn't heard directed at me in months. I froze, my heart suddenly hammering in a way that made my hands shake. Then I heard it, her words, clear as day, saying his name. Not my name, his. I couldn't move. My stomach dropped. Everything I thought I knew about my marriage, about her, seemed to collapse in that instant. I backed away silently, trying to calm the storm inside me. I replayed the moments leading up to this, the subtle signs I had chosen to ignore, the missed calls she would forget to return, the mysterious texts that she would hastily delete when I walked into the room, the late nights working at the office that didn't add up. And suddenly, the pieces fell together with a crushing weight. For weeks after, I questioned myself. Was I imagining things? Was I overreacting? I combed through my memory, searching for evidence that might prove I was paranoid. But the more I looked, the more I found. The hidden messages in her phone, the sudden change in how she touched me, how her eyes would dart away when I walked into the room. The betrayal wasn't a gut feeling anymore. It was staring me in the face. I tried to confront her once, in the calmest way I could muster. "Is there someone else?" I asked, my voice tight, restrained. She laughed nervously, too nervously, and said, "No, you're imagining things. You're just stressed." But her eyes, oh, her eyes, they couldn't lie. There was shame there, a flicker of guilt I couldn't ignore. That night, I lay awake, torn between anger and grief, love and disbelief. How could she do this to us? To me, the betrayal revealed itself slowly, piece by piece. I accidentally saw a message on her laptop one evening, left open and signed but unmistakably intimate. The words sliced through me like a knife I didn't see coming. I didn't confront her that night. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I walked away. I walked away from our home, from the life we had built, from the person I thought I could trust completely. I moved into a small apartment, leaving her with a house, the shared belongings, and the remnants of a life we were supposed to share. In the months that followed, I watched her from a distance, not out of spite, but because I couldn't help it. I saw the slip of reality catch up with her, the lies she had woven unraveling, friends noticing her coldness, her own reflection betraying the guilt she couldn't escape. Meanwhile, I rebuilt myself quietly. My heart healed slowly, painfully, but I grew stronger, learning to find value in myself again, beyond the shadow of her deceit. Years passed. I remarried eventually, someone whose eyes met mine without hesitation, whose presence brought warmth instead of tension. Life was not perfect, but it was honest. Then one day, a mutual acquaintance told me about her. She had lost everything, her job, her social circle, even her reputation, because of choices she had made, decisions that eventually caught up with her. It wasn't satisfaction. It was closure. I realized that the universe had a way of balancing things, even if it didn't feel immediate. I don't hate her. I don't even wish her harm. What I feel now is peace, a quiet, hard-won peace that comes from knowing I walked away when it mattered most. I protected my heart, my dignity, and eventually my happiness. The betrayal could define me, but instead, it taught me resilience, the importance of self-respect, and the brutal truth that sometimes love isn't enough to save what's already broken. Looking back, the hardest part wasn't the betrayal itself. It was the small, invisible moments, the laughs that weren't for me, the secret glances, the late nights spent lying awake wondering if she loved me at all. Those are the memories that sting, the ones that shape you long after the fire of anger has faded. But in walking away, I reclaimed my life. I found a love rooted in honesty, friendship, and respect. And in seeing her face the consequences of her own actions, I finally understood that some lessons are meant to be learned the hard way. Life moves on, and so did I, stronger, wiser, and with a heart that could trust again, cautiously but fully. So, to anyone watching this, if you've ever felt the sting of betrayal, remember this. Leaving doesn't make you weak. It makes you human, brave, and alive. And sometimes, the person who hurt you most ends up paying their own price, long after you found your peace. If this story resonated with you, hit subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your experiences, your struggles, and how you found the strength to walk away. Life is messy, painful, and beautiful, and we're all navigating it together.